What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be breaking down a soul sample I made. I hear Drake, Brent Faiyaz on this, so let's get into the breakdown. Alright, so to start off the sample, I got some vocals from this singer I work with, Angel Hugh. These are what the vocals sound like soloed. So these both have the same effects on them for the processing, just this one's pitched down an octave. And then this one's pitched up an octave. They're both on different pitches, but they have the same processing. Fruity Flangus, Valhalla Vintage Verb with the default preset, an EQ with the vocal presence preset, another EQ to clean up the highs, a sound godizer, sound shifter, pitching it up an octave, and then another flangus. Next, we have the Rhodes, which sounds like this. So these are the chords. I built the chords down here and then added some top lines. And then the processing for that is a Fruity Convolver with the bathroom preset, an IVG-12, which is a compressor, a sound shifter pitching up an octave, which I think I later removed, the first EQ, cleaning up the mids, a reverb 2, and then an Echo Boy with the empty tanker preset that I think I also later removed. Next is the second Rhodes layer, which sounds like this. The effects for that were a sound shifter pitching up 12 semitones, a Fruity Flangus, a Fruity Flanger, and then a Fruity Reverb 2. And it's also in mono. So I got this by taking the original Rhodes layer, recording it through my MacBook speakers into the voice memo app on my phone. I airdropped it back to myself and then layered it with this Rhodes and then added all the effects to it. So there's more depth to the actual Rhodes, and it also had a more room authentic feel, like a room reverb authentic feel, instead of it sounding like a VST Rhodes. Okay, so next we have the string layers, which sound like this. And this is pretty much just from the C section strings that I added in, which I'll get to in a second. I pretty much just consolidated all of these layers into one audio file and then sped it up so they sounded like this. And then the effects for that are just an EQ. And then lastly is the bass, which sounds like this. And then that is the Rickenbacker bass in contact with the Neck Pure DI preset. So that's pretty much the first section. In the later sections, I just added this phrase from one of XY Nothing's kits, which sounds like this. And there's zero processing on that. And then lastly, I added these contact strings for the C section. So they sound like this soloed. So I got those from Contact. They were the Spitfire chamber strings. The processing for each of these is just a Valhalla vintage verb with the default preset. And then I tried to alter the pitches between the different layers. So like one layer is at the same pitch, and then a different layer, like this layer, is pitched up an octave. So there's more variety and depth. And then I also made them sound more realistic by drawing in the velocity. So that looks like this. There's like more, there's less volume in the beginning, and then it goes into like the higher like peaks with the more volume to make it just sound more realistic. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire sample. Shout out to Angel for giving me these vocals. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.